Hello everybody, I'm Hope, and welcome to another episode of Fate Zero. Today we're checking out episode 2, and it's actually only been a day since I watched episode 1. To say that I got kinda hooked would be an understatement, because that first episode really kneeled its claws into me, like, god damn. We learned a lot last episode about the Holy Grail War, the people that are fighting for it, about the different families, the Tosaka, Mato, and Einsburn. So, yeah, there's like so many things going on, and I think I'm getting a good grasp of understanding it. I'm excited to just consume some more and see where exactly the plot's gonna head now. We still haven't met the 7th Master, so that's exciting, and wow. Also, I just wanted to say, if you wanted to get early access to videos like this one, in full length and without any cuts or edits, you can over my Patreon. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and just jump into the episode now and see what happens next. I'm thoroughly impressed so far. Yeah. Oh, that was loud. Oh, it's Ryder. Oh, so that one's Ryder. Waver, I don't. Oh. You're the thief. You stole 3 roosters. Interesting perspective. Damn, Waver. Don't be an asshole to him. Oh, here's the intro. It's so good. It's so good. Kiritsugu. There's Kirei. Da 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 da. Tokiomi, watch your family. Sakura, no. Kariya is best boy so far, to me at least. Transformation, so yeah. Kiru, la dasta, casta. Mirai de. Oh my god. Why is the animation so good? Karia, that shot with Karia at the end really scares me. Poor dude. You got the Odyssey by Homer? Oh. You're studying from it, really? Oh, those places have changed. Ryder is an interesting fellow. We're in this weird island over here in Japan.
ここだよ。
ほほう、丸い大地の反対側か。
何しに来たんだよ。聖杯戦争だろ。聖
Yeah,
杯。
he's not even thinking about that, which is
そうだ。
interesting.
聖杯といえば最初に
Oh,
問うておくべきだ
right.
った。
Now that you mention it.
坊主、貴様はどう聖杯
Oh,
を使う？
good. Let's hear it. What do you want?
なんだよ改まって。そんなこと聞いてどうする。
もし貴様もまた世界を取る気なら、すなわち世の旧敵ではないか。
Oh.
覇王は二人といらんからな。
世界征服なんて。僕
Yeah,
が
it's
望
not
むな
that
ら
bad. It's something different.
ひとえに正当な評価だけだ。つ
Aw.
いぞ僕の才能を認めなかった時計塔の連中に
It's actually,
考えを改めさせることだ。
小さいな。
you know, damn.
小さい。狭い。
I like it, writer.
戦いにかける大網が己の古見を示すことのみだと。貴様それでも世のマスターか。貴様はまず聖杯の力であと30センチほど背丈を伸ばしてもらえ。
What are you
聖
doing,
杯の
Waver?
規律に従い、この者征服をイスカンダルに。
King Iskandar.
落ち着けウェーバ
Yeah, Waver,
マス
just
ターが与えられ
chill.
たレイジでサーバントを強制的に操れるのはたったの3回。
That's a
レイ
thing.
ジを全て失
So, the servants do have some sort of free will, but they can be controlled.
つまり貴様は世の力が見た
Yeah,
い
you
と。
look like a beast. Like, you can just, like, really slam
お前を
people.
信用していいのかどうか証明してもらわないとな。
That's a nice sword,
王
actually.
イスカンダルがこの一山にて派遣
I declare my supremacy. Woo. Are you Thor? How powerful are you, sir? Oh, I summoned my mythical bulls. Chariotto.
ゴルディアス王がゼウス
Oh,
に
those are
捧げた
ox.
供物でな。
Why, Zeus?
世がライダーの座に据えられたのもきっとこいつの
Oh, you're a writer,
評判のせい
alright.
であろう。聖杯が欲しいならさっさと英霊の一人や二人居場所を突き止めてみせ
Heroic
んかい。
spirit.
よーし、今日こそは絶対に負けない。
Oh my god, it's so cute. She looks just like her mother.
見つけた。
嘘、どこどこ。私見落としたりしてないのに。
今日1個目のくるみの冬目だ。
Walnuts.
選手点だな。
You lose a point.
負けないもん。イリアも1個見つけた。
父さんも2個目を見つけたぞ。
あの枝くるみじゃないよ。
いやいやイリア、あの枝
イリア
は沢ぐるみと言ってた
A
な。
wingnut.
くるみの仲間なんだよ。だからあれもくるみの冬目だ。ん？
つらいつらいつらい。キリツグずーっとスルーしてた。
だってな、こうでもしないと父さん勝ち目ないし。
Fair point.
そういうつらいことばっかりやってたらもうキリツグと遊んであげないんだから。
そりゃ困る。ごめんごめん。謝るよ。
もうズルしないって約束する？
するする。
Aw, that's adorable.
また勝負してあげる。チャンピオンはいつでも挑戦を受けるのだ。
はい、光栄であります。
I am honored. Aw, he's a
Kohime-sama.
good dad. Princess.
高い高い。
Oh my god.
意外だった？私のマスターはもっと冷酷な人物だと
That's
いう
what
印
you
象が
would
あったので、
think at first glance.
それは無理もないわよね。
Exactly.
私はマスターからよほど不況を買ったのでしょうね。
Why would you say that?
アイリスフィール、何も笑うことはないでしょう。
ごめんなさいね。召喚された時のことまだ気にしてるのかなと思って。
Okay, what happened?
いささか。確かに私は男として振る舞っていましたが、
Oh, the gender
何も
thing.
二人揃ってあれほど驚くこともないでしょう。
I mean,
そうは言っても
I would actually be really taken back
仕方がないのよ。
because they expected
あ
a
なたの
dude.
アーサー王の伝説はあまりに有名なんだもの。
キリツグには私の正体が女であったがゆえに 侮られているのでしょう
Nah,
か。
I don't think so.
それはないわ。でもそうね、彼が腹を立てているとするならそれは別の理由でしょうね。
別の？
多分あの人はあなたを囲んでいた人たちに対して腹を立てているのね。小さな女の子に王という役目を押し付けてよしとした残酷な人たち。
What a kind heart.
それは是非もないことでした。聖杯の力によって世界を救済したい。
It's a noble goal.
それがあなたとキリツグの願いでしたね。
ええ、私のはあの人の受け売りでしかないけれど。
Yeah, the way
私
he.
が聖杯に託す願いもまた同じです。
Well, that's good. At least you can
この手で
sympathize
守りき
his
れなかった
ideals.
ブリテンを私は何としても救済したい。
満たせ満たせ満たして
Fill, fill her up,
満たせ
fill.
繰り返すとに4度
What are you
あれ
doing, sir?
5度ただ満たされる時を破却するだよな。満たせ満たせ満たして満たして満たせっと。はい、今度こそ5度ね。
Yeah. Okay.
これまで起こった3件の殺
Oh,
害現
and
場
murders.
被害者の地で描かれた
Pentagram?
思われる謎の図柄が残されて
I see.
ちょっとハメを
Oh,
外しすぎ
you
ちゃった
did
か
that.
な。
描かれた魔法陣は一体何をしているものなのか。本日は犯罪心理にお詳しい教授
Are you the seventh master?
悪魔って本当にいると思うかい？
You let the kid
坊や
live?
新聞や雑
Why
誌だ
would
と
you
さ
do that?
よく俺のこと悪魔呼ばわりしたりするんだよね。
Dude.
ウリュウ龍之介は悪魔でありますなんて名乗っ
Good
ちゃっ
for
ていい
you.
もんかどうか。そしたらこんなもの見つけちゃってさ、うちの土蔵にあった古文書みたいなやつなんだけどさ、どうもうちのご先祖様悪魔を呼び出す研究をしてたみたいなんだよ
You're creepy,
ね。
sir.
そしたらさ、本物の悪魔がいるのか確かめるしかないじゃん。だからね坊や、もし悪魔さんがお出まししたら一つ殺されてみてくれない？悪魔に殺されるのってどんなだろうね。貴重な体験だ。いってなんだ
I am
これ。
I am floor. So, you just got lucky because you're crazy.
と我を呼び
You
我を
calls
求
to
め
me, you
キャスターの
speaks-
クラスをよりしろに限界せし
Okay,
めた
Caster.
貴殿の名をここに問う。そうは何者なるや。
Oh, hey Yamato. Your eyes are looking a bit buggy.
職業フリーター、趣味は人殺し全般。子供とか若い女とか好きです。
よろしい。契約は成立しました。
Okay.
貴殿の求める聖杯は私もまた悲願とするところ。
Yeah.
かの楽園の釜は必ずや
Fantastic.
我らの手にするところとなるでしょう。
あ、すげえ。それ人間の皮でしょ？
クトゥルフムグルーだ。
Cthulhu.
怖がらなくてもいいんだよ、坊や。
Boy. Mm. You look not impressed,
立てるかい？
Ryunosuke. So this demon,
さあ
not demon,
坊や
this person's
あそこの扉から部屋
nice.
の外に出
He's
ら
a
れ。
nice person,
一人で行け。
even though he looks like a monster. Well, child, your parents are dead. Enjoy your traumatized life. Ow.
希望が絶望へと切り替わるその瞬間のことを言う。
Alright, Junko, fuck
い
you.
かが
I
でした
hate
か？
you.
みずみずしく新鮮な
I
恐
hate
怖と死の味は。
超クールだよあんた。
Fucking face.
聖杯だかなんだか知らないが、ともかく俺はあんたに
These two are like
ついていく。
perfect for each other. Just get married
も
already.
っともっとクールな殺しっぷりで俺を見せてくれ。
聖堂教会から
The
7
church.
体目のサーバントキャスターが限界したとの連絡が。
Yeah.
最後のサーバントが召喚されましたが、ではいよいよ。
そういうことだ。早速だがお前にはこれから遠坂邸へ向かってもらおう。
と申しますと、
お前ならばあの遠坂邸の要塞のような魔術結界も恐るるに足りぬだろう。
よろしいのですか？遠坂時臣とは同盟関係と聞いておりましたが。
それは考慮しなくていい。たとえアーチャーと対決する羽目になろう。
What?
恐れる必要はない。
Kirei, you betrayer.
三大騎士クラスのアーチャーを恐れる必要はないとおっしゃるとは。
Barrier down? Oh, you're like... Oh, you're dodging past parts of the barrier that have been broken, kind of. And no, that wasn't a bolt, that was a... Oh, what? Look at all those...
恐れることはないだと。
Wow, talk about powerful. Alright, condescending much. Jesus. I like the chessboard shot. It's a good shot. Oh, there's that guy's dead. Oh, that's the king of back in his day. You were in Egypt with a lion?
You're a stupid dumbass.
I think they're alluding to... I have something in the discussion to talk about with Saber. Something that's being hinted to. Alright. So... Okay. Hey guys, I just finished watching Fate Zero Episode 2, and I'm a bit shook by just how many tonal shifts there were in this episode. There were a lot. We went from interesting and complex... Well, not complex, I'm thinking wrong. We went from interesting and a bit weird to wholesome and just cuteness and mysteriousness, and then we went to dark tragedy and just disgusting and crazy psychopathic, and then we ended it with like pure insanity is what I would say. So there's a lot of different feelings in this episode, but let's go ahead and start talking about some of the new things that we learned. Okay, so we learned that I don't know to what extent their free will reigns, but servants do have some sort of free will to act how they please. But the masters have this command seal thing that they can use 3 times, and only 3 times. So that's very interesting. That I guess that's to be used if you just need to control them quickly, if you disagree on something, or if you want them to just shut up and go full rage mode and you can control them. There's a lot of possibilities there, and a lot of like inhumane things you could probably do with that. And given that some of these people are going to do anything to win, I could see that happening with some of the servants. So that was very interesting. Waver is a bit he reacts really quickly, and he's a bit of a loose cannon, I would say. I don't necessarily dislike him, but he's an odd one. He's like a nut, dude. He's fucking weird. So basically, his servant just randomly shows up for no reason, even though he didn't. Or no, not for no reason. I'm sorry. He shows up to give him these books with maps in them, and Waver's like, just leave, get the fuck out. And then he's just like, no, we're gonna research maps, my dude, because I am a fucking king. I know what I'm doing. You gotta be righteous. He's very prideful. He's Ryder, by the way, and he was the king of a kingdom. And very interesting enough, he's won a lot of battles, has a lot of experience and renown, and he's very prideful and definitely dislikes it's an interesting combination because I feel like Ryder is the antithesis of what Waver is as a character. So they're kind of like opposites that are going to reflect off of each other throughout the series, which I think could be an interesting contrast. And Ryder isn't necessarily an asshole. He's kind of fun. He's got a bit of a bubbly personality, admittedly. And I really like how Waver contrasts this with his just bluntness and just idiocy. And I enjoy that we learn about Waver's wish in this episode, which is he wants to just be respected by everybody and treated like an equal, which, you know, it's sort of selfish in the sense that you're not really helping anybody else but yourself, but it's not horrible either. I can completely understand and get behind something like that, but do I want him to win? Absolutely not. But I'm interested to see how they're gonna fight for this and how maybe his wish actually does change. Maybe. Or if it stays the same, then I wonder how it relates with Ryder's ambitions as well. So we'll just have to see about that. And then Ryder displays a taste of his power by summoning down his trusty ox chariot and demonstrates that, yeah, he's overpowered. I think all of them are supposed to be OP, but I don't know, because this dude became Zeus and just torched the land and started a storm in the sky. This is just a bit crazy. So that happened. That's a lot to take in, and, well, I'm enjoying their character dynamics so far. Have to see how they go. Next up, probably my favorite part of this episode, was the, when we meet Illya, which is Iri and Kiritsugu's daughter, and she's really cute. She's like basically a mini Iri, but, you know, a kid, so she's very spunky, and she says her name in the third person, which I noticed, which is, I love that stuff. It's so cute. And we're demonstrated just how kind of a man Kiritsugu is, despite his brooding demeanor. And that's a great, refreshing take. I like how they're showing us this, so that when he has to do dark deeds later, we can understand that it comes from a place of good and not just immorality. He truly cares for his family, and you can really tell that with the subtle facial expressions he has and the playful nature he has. He's not being mean or just rude to Illya. He's playing along. He's being a good dad and just being so wholesome with her. And I love the little game that they're playing. It's so adorable. And I love Ilya's little no fair little little tantrum was so cute. And how it's like, indeed, I am honored, princess. And it's freaking adorable, bro. I love that. And then the next scene is something very interesting. I enjoyed this scene a lot because it gives me a lot of fuel to think of a character's past and their future. We see Saber and Irie talk for a bit. And Saber laments of how odd it is to see this side of Kiritsugu when normally he's definitely looks very not like a good person. He looks really cold and menacing, like he could snap your neck in an instant, or he's got something bad planned. But that could be farther from the truth. He's a very caring and kind man, even if he has to do dark things to get what he wants, which is such a selfless thing. It's all about the other people. It's not about him. It's about the world, and we'll get to learn more about exactly what that pertains to. But I'm all for it. He's got a noble ambition, and it's great contrast to see from some of the more selfish or weird desires of other people who want the Grail. So, interesting enough, Kiritsugu was kind of taken aback that Saber was a girl, so that kind of strained their relationship a little bit, but that's not how Kiritsugu works. He's more of relying on a sense of duty rather than just, oh, you're a woman? Well, that sucks. I hate this now. But it's interesting. I really like how they displayed also the fact that Kiritsugu was more angry about Saber's circumstances and probably what she had been put through and what she had to go through at probably a young age. You could see that Kiritsugu can understand and guess people and really start to empathize with them. He's got a lot of empathy and trust, I feel. And that's a key component that separates him from a lot of other people, just in general, because with an ambition so great, it's interesting to see someone with so much empathy. And Saber desires the Grail for a similar reason that we learn. She wants peace in the world, but not necessarily, of course, for everybody, but she especially wants the peace for Britain, which is where she's from. And I have a subtle suspicion when she says that she wishes to right her wrongs for how she failed Britain. And especially in the ending and opening songs, we see a couple of shots of her battling on a top of a pile of corpses. So I have a feeling that her backstory is a tragic one in the sense that she failed her kingdom and maybe was exiled as a servant or something to that degree. She definitely failed in some way. And now this is like a second chance for her. And that's why she can strongly attach to what Kiritsugu wants and will fight very hard for it. So that was really cool. Next, we have the second half of the episode, the weird half. So, basically, we meet some weird guy who's doing spell incantations or something, and then we learn this dude's a murderer? He's a psychopath. He just murdered... He likes to murder people. He gets off on it. He's like, I want to become a demon. If demons are real... Wow, that'd be crazy. What if I can become a demon? Whoa. And, yeah, disgusting. He has a little child, he's just mentally traumatizing him. And, out of pure luck, out of pure just bullshit and luck, he just so happens to have a pentagram down, because that's his thing, and has a relic that he found. And with that, he gets selected instantly to be the 7th servant, or master, and he gets his servant selected right away, which is Caster, who looks like a demon, that's for certain. So immediately, his name's Ryūnosuke, by the way, not Ryder, but the killer guy, is immediately latched onto, like, oh my god, it's so fucking cool, yeah. And we have this bug-eyed guy who seemed a bit odd. I couldn't really read him at all, but I will tell you that Ryunosuke is actually insane, mentally insane, and the next part of this episode is sick, because Ryder decides to kill the child, but you know what he does? He instills fear in the child so that he'll taste better. Or also, that pleasant... He just wanted to fuck with the child mentally and have the fear really take hold of him after he's taken away from the good, because he literally is like, you're fine, kid, here, the door's over there. And then Ryunosuke's like, what the fuck, dude, I was gonna kill him. And the kid leaves and sees the shoes by the door and is immediately reminded of his parents. And then Ryder sucks him in with his tendrils or something and just eats him, because it tastes better that way. And then Ryunosuke's like, nice! I'm sorry. Might have been cringy, but he literally did something similar to that. It was so goofy and stupid. What the fuck is wrong with him? Oh, but he's the 7th, and obviously the one I'm not rooting for. I won't lie that they're probably going to be really entertaining, but yeah, they better get their asses handed to them. are all riot. So, yeah. And then the plot thickened at the end of this episode. So, yeah. Also, those two love murder, so they can really understand each other and relate to each other a lot. His name's Bluebeard, the writer, so I wonder if he was a pirate back. No. I want you to show me some cool ways to kill people. Okay, well then, how about you just, like, go to counseling? That'd be cool. And then the plot thickens with something very interesting. So we see Kirei betraying Tokiomi. That he's a double agent, in a sense. I think this isn't for anyone else. I think he has his own ambition, and this is why he's doing this. So, he commands an assassination from that one weird mask guy that we saw in the first episode on Tokiomi. And, needless to say, that mask guy was extremely powerful and fast, was disabling the barrier really well, and no, Archer killed his ass. That's Archer, right? Or was it Lancer? Archer, yep. It's Archer. So Archer just showed up and just said, no! And then just shoots a bunch of like, arrows down, these big, huge ones, and completely murders his ass. And we get a taste of his personality. And remember, this one must be extremely powerful, because if you remember, Tokiomi's like, I win! Because he had this one. And then we learned that this guy is really condescending, and really, you are not worthy to gaze upon me. A worm should be facing the ground. What a dick. When it dies. And that's when it ends. That's what we get. And then we get the ending song, which I love. The visuals were great, displaying some of the servants and their pasts, and some of the ones that we haven't really met so far. And all around, this episode really thickened the plot. It progressed it, meaning the Grail War is just about to happen. It made characters' dynamics apparent, made some more likable, I would say. It also gave some good foreshadowing with what's to come with their stories. It gave a good amount of development to Kiritsugu as well, and his goals, which I think is wonderful. And we got to meet some of the servants and see their personalities some more. Saber's, we don't really see much of her personality, but she's very, very diligent and well-mannered, soft-spoken. So she takes her position seriously, but she's also not afraid to, I guess, be a bit raise her voice when she needs to, which is nice. I do appreciate that in Saber. And all around, the cast is being fleshed out, and we're getting to see different sides of them. This is only episode 2 as well, so I would say that this is a good step up from the first episode, which was a ton of exposition, but well needed, and I think well done exposition for certain. I would say that the Grail War will be starting soon, and that'll be probably the rest of the show, barring some things. It's definitely going to happen now that we have all 7 together. And we're also going to have some inner conflicts with especially Tokiomi and Kirei. So, yeah, all around, I did enjoy that a lot. I would say that I did enjoy the first episode a little bit more, but that's not to discredit this one. This is a great leading episode in plot progression and development, and I do appreciate that a lot. I'm excited to see where the series goes, for sure. And the tragedy that's going to become a lot of these characters and their pasts is something that I'm all excited for. So I hope you enjoyed this episode of Fate Zero. What an interesting show. I'm thoroughly liking what I'm seeing so far. And, well, I think I'm going to wrap the discussion here. If you stayed to the end, I just want to say thank you so much. I really do appreciate it a lot. And I want you to know that it really does help me out tremendously. And I just want to say thank you. And also, If it's morning, evening, night, or day, wherever it is that you are, please stay safe out there. And take care. And also, hopefully we'll see you back for episode 3. Maybe? Who knows? Probably. I mean, I watched episode 1 yesterday, so there's a good chance of that. But also, Ryunosuke. Nice!